First, you think that this can't be serious. This can't be real. Somebody cannot seriously think that we owe Kathleen Kennedy an apology. I know. Right now, you're going, really? Really? She deserves an apology. Let's look at this guy. This guy, you know exactly who we're dealing with when this guy says, I have friends everywhere. He has a nothing account, even less than I have. And that's saying something. I have friends everywhere. You know exactly who you're dealing with. And notice it's an MCU avatar. We're dealing with an activist, fake fan stan. So we know it's not a troll because you scroll down right here and somebody lays in, she let TLJ happen. She must pay for her crimes. Buddy's been 8 years. Time to move on. Let's take a minute. Let's list the crimes of Kathy Kennedy, KK, Darth KK. Let's list the crimes. Crime number 1. Fooling George Lucas into thinking she's a good caretaker for his company and his legacy. Spent years being a lickspittle toady, pretending to be his friend, growing a massive chip on her shoulder towards George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. Then George has had enough for various reasons and decides to tap out and sell to Disney. And he thinks, oh, wow, Kathy, she's been here forever. She has been a loyal toady. She said all the right things for all these years, so I believe her. Oh, I believe her. Kathy's going to be great. She's going to take over, and she's going to keep the legacy of Star Wars intact. I feel like it's a good idea. But what happened? She betrayed him almost immediately. Within the first 2 years. Granted, George had a love-hate relationship with the expanded universe, but she threw it out and instantly cut off the hardest of the hardcore Star Wars fans, myself included. That's when I entered my Black Pill era. And I was there on Star Wars for a good 6 to 7 years. It was not pleasant. Almost throughout my entire EU collection at one point. That's how bad it got. Couldn't look at it. Couldn't stomach it. Fortunately, I did not. And it's all right there in all its glory. So there's her crime. She threw out, she destroyed the EU and then had the lady balls. She had the lady balls to come out, walk out and say, as Disney Star Wars begins and starts to fail, has the lady balls to say, oh, we don't have thousands of pages and books of lore to work with when we're making this. Liar! Mind you, now we've released Force Awakens, which was essentially New Hope Redux, directed by one of the cheapest, worst motherfuckers out there, Jar Jar Abrams. It's a trap! And then all along the way, you get TLJ. And then everything starts to go down. TLJ, she signs off on Ryan Roundhead Johnson. Go ahead and completely destroy everything further. Let's release one movie after another that fails. Let's create Indiana Jones' 5th movie. The 4th one was bad enough. 5th one, at least the 4th one ends with a wedding of the 2 classic characters. You can keep writing off Sunset. Let's be honest, there are only 3 Indiana Jones movies. They're still riding off to the sunset after leaving the Canyon of the Crescent Moon. They're still doing that. But you could have left it there. No, you had to make it. You had to allow a movie to come into existence where he gets punched by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Had to have that happen. She allows the desecration of Willow and the ever-continuing destruction of Star Wars with Disney Star Wars. You got High Republic. You got shitty video games. You've got complete desecration of the original trilogy in comics, and they keep releasing books around that area. And then, of course, more Crap. You get to Last Jedi. I'm sorry, you get to Rise of Soy Walker. Excuse me. We're already past Last Jedi. And then one bad TV show after another. And you watch what was once the most powerful IP in the world. There's no doubt. There is no doubt. And I challenge you to tell me what was a more profitable and powerful intellectual property franchise in the world from 1977 to 2012.
Do it.
Show me another one greater than Star Wars. Show me something that even at its cringiest within George Lucas Star Wars still didn't just freaking print money for the man and the company at Lucasfilm. Show me. You cannot. You cannot. A franchise that was the goose that laid golden eggs. And what did she do? Along with the permission of Bob Iger. Let's not leave him out of this. Destroyed it. Completely destroyed it. For what? For what? For the modern tourist fake fan stan base? That's who she destroyed it for. People like this who think Andor is peak Star Wars. Because that's who these people are. They think if it's hyper political, hyper ideological, that's good storytelling. They think The Acolyte was a work of art. They think that everything, and a large swath of them, not all of them, because they are splintered at the moment. They think Dave Filoni is the Padawan, the successor. He's done so much good. Rebels is great. Ahsoka, Mandalorian, Grogu. All these idiots they have left only care about Disney Star Wars. Everything after 2012. That's who she destroyed a franchise for. For what? Ideological purposes. Intersectional feminism.
What'd you do?
I bypassed the compressor.
Commie Marxist agenda. Also, the chip on her shoulder against George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. Because when you ruin Indiana Jones, you're ruining it for you're taking a shot at Steven Spielberg too. That's why I'm including him in this conversation. So what do we owe her an apology for? She's lost billions of dollars for Disney. Billions at this point. Because we know for a fact that they lost money on the sequel trilogy as a whole. The net profit didn't happen. And then between her and Dave Filoni and all those other idiots at Lucasfilm, current day Disney Lucasfilm, one shitty television show after another on Disney Plus, which is a black hole that makes no money. You lost hundreds of millions of dollars on Indiana Jones. You have failed to properly license games for years. And you lost tons of money in comics and novels and merch. Remember, George Lucas made all his money on merch after the first movie. That's where he made all his money, allowed him to keep going. They haven't made any money. So what do we owe Kathleen Kennedy an apology for? What? Because she greenlit, she was okay with the Ben Solo movie? That's where this stems from right now. These stupid, weirdo, queerdo, fake fan stan shills are all going, oh my God, we could have had a Ben Solo movie. Raylo would have been real.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
That's what this is stemming from. Losers. These are losers. And they live in a dysfunctional fantasy. We don't owe her an apology for jack shit. She owes us an apology for destroying the greatest IP ever. And I say that because I am a Star Wars fan. My first franchise, my first love, Star Wars, at 3 years old. It's what I latched onto. at a young age because it meant everything to me. We don't owe her an apology. We owe her a swift kick in the ass out the door. Of course, she'll never get that. She'll leave when she's damn good and ready. This year, maybe. Next year, maybe the year after that. I mean, she wanted that big win. She's not going to get it. None of these are big wins. Just, we had everything ever wanted in Star Wars up until 2012. George didn't need to make another movie. We had the books. We had games. We had it all. And then this bitch lied to him and ruined it. So we don't owe her an apology. She owes the world an apology for ruining Star Wars. And granted, she didn't make these things, but she allowed it all to happen. Fuck Kathleen Kennedy. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.